Hello there, sugar lips. You're looking fancy today. So I've been doing a lot of thinking about the strategy we're going to need for the bull market ahead of us. The euphoria, the thrill, the optimism. I didn't care about the hope and disbelief, and you shouldn't either, because it's eventually going to go away. Might take 6 months, might take 18 months. I've decided on a barbell strategy. We're going to go through my tweet here, and I've made this video to flesh it out. Because you're a baby doll friend, you have a straight back, you've got comfy slippers on, you've got comfy socks on, and you're wearing your mittens and your cute little beanie. So I'm taking a barbell strategy approach for the next bull market. I've already made a video for you friends and baby dolls, baby cakes. I've owned like 300 to 500 altcoins, and I got the idea because I saw Da Vinci. He knew a guy who turned 0.01. He turned 1 Bitcoin into like 50 in 2017. And he basically just bought 50 poop coins. It was nuts, right? And he bought them in 2015, right? The bear market. And I tried to do something like that, obviously with more nuance and more research, but there's too many coins now. So we have to adapt. Okay, that strategy, the scattershot approach, you could do that in 2017 because the crypto industry went from like 20 coins to like 200, right? So if you had 50, you got a lot of the bursts of the altcoin mania. And we don't have that anymore. We don't have 200 altcoins, friends. We've got like 50,000. I'm not making that number up. It's actually around 50,000. It was about, in 2020, at the end of 2020, we had about 3,000, right? So when I was doing my coins, by the way, a lot of them were scams. So I thought I could, if I worked super hard, I could get a grip on it. But it went exponential, exploded. Especially the meme coin narrative. Oh my God. So that's building the context, right? So when you're looking at this, you got to think about your approach. And you want to win, but how are you going to win? Now we already know, friends, Bitcoin's slowing down, diminishing returns. Ethereum's going to enter its third cycle curse prophecy. Vitalik was seen buttering a lady's biscuit. I already made a video on that. There's too many signs telling me, especially with all the retailer normies saying Bitcoin and Ethereum are blue chip. Okay? Too many signs telling me that the path to winning is not there. And by the way, we love winning here because we're all baby doll, baby cakes, pumpkin cherry pies. It doesn't matter whether your portfolio is like 10,000 or 10 million. I don't really care. Okay, I'm just letting you know I'm here to win. All right, I'm here 16 hours a day. I love doing what I do. I don't like sitting in something that's a losing coin when I've done all the research. It's just like when Warren Buffett buys the S&P 500. He doesn't do it. He's like, no, man, I'll rather buy stuff that can crush it. Okay, so we know Bitcoin's slowing down, friends, and we have to think of a strategy. All right, we have to think of a strategy. I've decided on the barbell. And I'm going to go through, this is the Bitcoin chart. I'm just going to go through a bit more deeper what it actually means. Okay, so a barbell strategy is where, look at this, okay, 80% of your portfolio is in a core position. Now, we have the luxury of doing this because you're listening to me and we're in the depression phase. We're still in depressed prices. You can act now and do this. This is actually the best portfolio to have. Okay. Actually, the best portfolio is like a maxi position, but if you're going to be here all the time, you may as well learn how to survive. Part of surviving includes taking risk-adjusted bets. And a lot of people make the mistake of when they rotate out, they don't know how to adjust their bets at all. I mean, at all, friends. People see one coin slowing down. Let's say I've known someone like had like 13 grand in Hex or something, and then it starts slowing down. So what do? Instead of rotating out $250 into another poop coin that they found, oh, I like this coin, it's cheap. Instead of that, what do? Slice off 7 grand. No, you don't do that, man. You're ruining yourself. This is not the time to be slicing off big parts of your core. So a core portfolio in the middle, 80%. That's why it's a barbell, right? The heavy barbell in the middle, and you have 2 little weights on the end, right? So the barbell. This is, by the way, let's have some fun here, poke fun at each other. So if you went to anybody else, a financial advisor, anybody on Wall Street, everyone else who shaves for work, puts gel in their hair, people who are not in dusty rooms like me, people who don't wrestle crocodiles part-time and who don't wear slippers, and if everybody else in finance, when they hear what we have to say, what I consider a barbell, they will think I'm a mentally deranged psychopath and I could like blow my brains out with a water pistol any day now. That's how crazy this is. And I'm telling you now because putting bleeding edge crypto as your core is so crazy. Mental asylum crazy to them. So we can poke fun at that, okay? So the core, if I'm going to bring this quick chart up, right? The core portfolio, friends, okay? The core portfolio, you have it in between. Now, I can get logos out and show you, but really at the end of the day, it's really what you make it, you know? It's what you make it, friends. I've got a logo set here, but it doesn't do it justice, all right? Because the core is you got something early enough during the depression phase and you're happy with the target and we've done enough research that we can see the vision. Like I've got a third eye. I can actually see where these things land in the future. Like I can actually map it out every step of the way. You can't often do this. This is why the greatest investors are also visionaries, right? So I can only do this with a limited number of crypto. There's so many out there. And there are other people with other talent, but I'm just letting you know, right? These are the ones I have to focus on because we can't do everything. And other people are going to be able to do it in a short amount of time, but I'm trying my best here for you, all right? So I mentioned in my tweet, my tweets here, you know, I've mentioned here, you can have, obviously I've said hex and link. Other people, friends, the core here, so we're just going to write 80% in between, all right? Their core is going to be anything. Like, you know, in traditional finance, what people would normally consider core is US Treasury bills earning like 2 or 3%. I'm not even joking. That's what they would consider core. US government bonds, right? So what I would consider core are coins that I think have such an outstanding, unique community use case, and I can map everything out in my mind. Now, I can be wrong. Of course I can. These can go to zero, but I put them here. I like Hex. I like Chainlink. I'm also going to put Pulse Chain and PulseX in here. I am going to do that. These are what I would consider core. Now, other people, and this is okay, by the way, other people, they're going to have Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is their actual core. So most people in crypto, this is what I'm just talking to you right now, baby doll, baby cake. Most people in crypto, the middle part of their portfolio is going to be Bitcoin and or Ethereum. I don't like that. You know me by now. If I hear everybody saying, yes, sir, that's exactly the portfolio I want to have, I'm like, damn, this is not going to work at all. Because everyone thinks it's blue chip. Where's the value here? Where's the competitive edge? Okay. I want people to go from hate to neutral to like to love to I can't live without it. Okay? Let's write that down. All right. This is what I really want. Right? Hate, neutral, like, love, can't live without you. I'm sure that's a song somewhere, right? So that's what I want. That's the path I want. And if I can see this in my mind, that is what I would consider a blue chip to me. That's a high probability bet. You know, Warren Buffett, this is kind of crazy, right? He said about 5 times in his life, he had more than 75 to 80% of his entire position in like one thing. He's gone all in like 5 times. Isn't that nuts? Isn't that nuts? Whatever didn't work out. But he was so sure. But this is such a dangerous thing because how many people are actually going to get it right? You have to wrestle with yourself, man. You really do. I mean, Warren Buffett even said crypto's gone to zero. You know, we're fading him. So I understand if you want to put Bitcoin and Ethereum here. That's okay. You can do what you do. I'm just telling you that ain't for me. Not enough people hate Bitcoin and Ethereum. Everybody is in the like, right? They're not even in neutral anymore. Everybody likes Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay. So all we're going to go from is the like to the love part. Not good enough. Okay. If you look at Chainlink, PulseX, Pulse Chain, Hex, hate, absolute hatred, absolute hatred. We're going to get a poopy. Most people think they're poopies. That's what I like. Right. One man's poop is another man's treasure. So you can do this for anything you like. Some people, some of you guys, you like Cardano, you like BNB. Some of you guys are even in XRP. Don't know why you do that to yourself. But you can do whatever you want. I'm just showing you this is what I've done. And I have nothing to gain from you. I'm not sharing you any product. There's no service here. There's no grift. There's no ICO, pump and dump. There's no Bybit, trading, referral. None of that trading stuff. I'm not here to grift you. I don't care. This can work or cannot work. So we've established that, all right? Now, that's part of the barbell. That is the most important part. You only have the luxury of this because you buy in the depression or you're still holding it, okay? I've got to repeat that again. You only have this luxury because you get in these sweet growing network effect coins, crypto, on the bottom, the depression phase, which was the past 9 months. I'm thinking about next year and the year after, okay? So this is a luxury. People in the September of 2024, you know what they're going to be saying? Oh man, I've got 60K to invest. These are all the late people, right? But they put more money because the prices are higher. Don't think they're just coming in with 60K because they're smart. No. They're coming in at 60K because now Bitcoin is 60K, for example, all right? So they're coming in with 60K and they're saying, oh man, if I could only buy like Chainlink at like $6 or like Hex or like 3 cents, wow, I would never need to go this hard. That's how they're going to be speaking because they wait for confirmation. Now, the other wings of your barbell, right? The other wing. So that's the core part. We've done that. The next part is your lottery. Okay. So in one pocket, you've got a lottery. In the other pocket, you have insurance just in case things don't work out. All right. I'm using the philosophy. This is, we're molding it here for crypto. We're bleeding edge. All right. And by the way, you have to appreciate this Peppy and Wojak meme picture for you. Okay. So 10% is a lottery. So what would I consider lottery? Memes, rival coins. That's right. Things you own. What are the rivals? You might put a bit in, hey, what if this just does it? What if this accelerates? What if my coin goes up so much, copycat competitors start going up too, and maybe they rocket more, right? That's a possibility. I'm just trying to open your mind how you would set it up, okay? And, I have narrative, microcaps. This includes, what I mean narrative microcaps is like NFT, gaming, metaverse, that stuff, all right? All right. And the 10% is insurance protection. Now, normally, you can do anything you want here. You could even buy a put on, say, Ethereum because you're like, well, if Ethereum is tanking, probably Bitcoin's tanking and probably all my altcoins are dead too, right? That's one way you could do insurance. You could just do an insurance bet. But what I would prefer is you have either ETH or USDC. Now, I still think we're too early for this, just letting you know. I think we're too early to be in ETH or USDC now. No excuses. But I'm planning ahead. Okay, I am ahead of the game. I have to stay ahead of the game. We have to stay sharp. We have to stay number one. Being number two is not good enough. All right, we're not here 16 hours a day to waste our time. Even though you see me drawing memes and making logos and pictures all day. All right. So we're gonna go back and show you. So let's focus on the 10% lottery memes. So in one ticket, all right, so we're going to have lottery tickets. And lucky for us, friends, there's actually a little ticket. You know what? That's not good enough, friends. That's racist, actually. Here we go. There's a little ticket emoji. Okay, so we're going to have 10% lottery tickets. All right, so we had memes, narrative play, all right? This is what we have here. So this barbell strategy, we can only do it because we're getting in early, all right? Now, don't worry about these little lottery tickets. We're going to have fun, but it's not the be all and end all because at the end of the day, effectively all we're doing is we're saying, hey, I have my core set up, but along the way to get through the journey, 2023, 4, 5, there's going to be like AI and gaming and NFTs and people are going to launch new coins and clones and narratives and stuff. I still think we're a bit too early, by the way, because if you've noticed on Arbitrum and all the other layer 2s, the same subhuman filth, scum, trash people are grifting my innocent people. They're still getting grifted. Okay, they're launching all these crappy rug pull dog coins and all this. This is not what I'm talking about. They can only do that for like 24 to 48 hours before it gets rugged, all right? We need waves and waves of new people coming in. They're not here yet. They'll only come at Bitcoin and Ethereum higher prices. But this is the concept here. We're talking about a lottery ticket here. Meme, narrative play. What else did I write here as well? Rival coins, okay? Yeah, that's another idea to have for you, right? Rival coins, okay? You know, I'll just write NFT, gaming, metaverse, all this stuff. I know this is all junk, but I'm just letting you know, like, this is possibility for you. So you always keep 80% core here, right? And by the way, most people should have like 95 to 100% core in these because the solid things are so low. Like if Chainlink and Hex can still do like what, a 25 to 30x from here? That's insane. That's insane, friends. But basically blue chip status, like Chainlink and Hex, for example, just to let you know, and PulseChain, PulseX, I would feel like if any person came up to me and said, hey man, I have 6 months of my yearly salary, I've got them in Hex or Chainlink or PulseChain or PulseX, I would say, wipe your hands clean because you're going to retire pretty much, right? Remember, they said 6 months. And remember, I've told you, friends, baby doll, baby cakes, I've told you invest not based off dollars, based off time, all right? So if they invested 0.5 years, which is 6 months of time invested, that's how much they invest, right? Let's write income. So it's easier to see. If they invest that, and you get 30x return, gives you 15 years income, friends. Wow. Isn't that amazing? Why would you juggle in memes, NFT, dog logos, woo? Why would you go play there when I've given you the formula here? But look, I know why. It's tongue-in-cheek. It's because it's the depression phase. You think crypto is really not going to get off the floor, even though here I am. I'm even beating the greatest of the greatest. I'm not even going to name their names. The greatest of the greatest forecasters. Why am I earlier to call stuff than them? I'm literally calling it on the day here. I'm here to help you. Okay? By the way, if it goes to zero, it's all your fault. All right? Just going to let you know, friends. If we go to zero tomorrow, McDonald's will hire us. Okay? Look. You don't give this up, please. I'm going to stress this to you. Yes, it's a strategy barbell. You can play cute stuff. Do not throw away your core. This is your ticket, your actual ticket. This is just a lottery ticket, but this is an actual, like your airplane ticket to retirement island, all right? Don't focus on these logos, but these are just my ones, all right? Because I have conviction. You might have conviction in something else, but this is what it is, all right? So these lottery tickets, we're gonna add them slowly over time. All right, these lottery tickets, you know, like here and there, I'll find like a coin, like there's a team here and they're building NFTs and stuff, and like a lot of people, they're not convinced by the stuff I put. I'm just letting you know, I'm not convinced either. I just know that they're super cheap. It's a depression. I know people are gonna come buy stupid stuff, and these guys have like pink logos and purple diamonds and just stuff thrown around, whatever. They're gonna make it somehow to people's the front of people's screens. People are gonna buy it. That's it. Okay, and by the way, none of these moon unless Bitcoin and Ethereum moons. So we're completely aware of that. So we don't become believers in all of these, right? But you can become a believer pretty much in Poor Pleb, right? Poor Pleb community. We have extra edge here. So I'll put Poor Pleb as like a lottery ticket. I think it's pretty cool, right? So what about the insurance? Now the insurance part, if you remember, I said your final part. So you have your core in the middle, right? This is where you're carrying your nice warm jumper. And then in one pocket, that was your lottery. What about the other pocket? The other pocket is your insurance protection, right? So funny enough, in real world investing, this is where people put gold, like the actual physical gold in like their home safe, right? Not the gold ETF, like actual protection. They're like, hey, if anything really happens and like, you know, the stock market goes down or anything, at least this, you know, gold is going to help me, right? So it's funny. My insurance protection is 2 imaginary poop coins. Oh, man. It's just funny to think about it, friends. But hey, this is what you got to do. You got to apply. You got to stand on the shoulders of giants. This is what we have to do if we want to win, right? So ETH or USDC. So you can do that, man. You can have that. And why I would say that is I learned from The last, but I learned from the last market, all right? It's not so much that prices will go down that you need protection for. It's just that there's always something new coming out that you're interested in. You're watching some videos, you see, oh, there's a new team and they got a new ID and they're cloning this. And there's like a window of opportunity, a week here. And you're like, I don't want to sell my core, but I have some ETH. I'll deploy in ETH, Like maybe you have, 10 ETH in your core in this little part. Or maybe you have like 2 ETH. And you're like, well, how about I put like 0.25 Ethereum deployed into this little ICO thing that I might have an opportunity to buy, or some rare NFT set. It could be anything, right? It could be anything. But that's why you always have this insurance part, right? So 10% insurance. So ETH, USDC. I still think, by the way, don't focus on the USDC part. Could be Tether, right? I still think in this part, like it's too early to even have that because you're missing out on a lot. I personally now would no way have 10% ETH. No way in hell. All right. Because there are friends are just running out of money. I've seen there's so many things on the floor that I just don't have enough money to buy all of them. I want to go super giga hard on so many things. I'm like, oh man, but it's okay. That's okay. That's what you want. You'd rather that compared to no opportunity world. All right. You'd rather too much opportunity versus none. That's how you know we're still early and the playground's still fresh from us. Okay. So when would we like consider this ETH USDC part? I'm thinking we start to think more about it when, right? This is Bitcoin, right? When Bitcoin maybe starts to get to this zone, right? This 40K to 50K zone. Now, I don't know when it is, just at some point it gets here. And remember, it's not going to get here like this, like, oh, we're going to go slowly up and staircase and let everyone in. No. It might do something like this, like, woohoo. Right, and then, okay, we went up a bit too fast. In that type of, maybe the Fed cuts rates up here. They front run the economy going bad. It is what it is. We'll think about that up there, right? We will. Maybe Hex goes on a nuclear run. Maybe Chainlink goes on a nuclear run. I don't know, but just give you an example, all right? We just got to be ready. So it's still too early. We're still in the depression phase. You should have nothing left to deploy. Honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for if you still have. Like, I don't even care if the prices go down from me. I just know I've done everything in my power that I should have, right? So this is the barbell strategy, right? And right now, don't think too hard about it because I'll be honest, the lottery tickets, they look like fun, right? Because they're lottery tickets, but at the end of the day, they're gambles, all right? This is what I want you to know, all right? The barbell strategy is effectively where you end up, okay? It's very, very common. It's actually, by the way, if you go read Nassim Taleb's books about risk and investing, they're actually the best thing to do. It's actually the best way to invest, to have barbells, right? To have a lottery ticket in one pocket and insurance in the other pocket, right? And then your safety in between, right? It's the best way to do it. A lot of people, by the way, even if you listen to the bankless guys, they have a barbell strategy too, right? They have 80-90% of their portfolio is ETH at all times, and then they do barbells, lottery tickets, and insurance plays on the side, right? Maybe there's some of their insurance plays is safe stuff like Aave and Uni, and their other lottery ticket plays are their angel ICO investing, right? I'm just giving you an idea, but yeah, they actually did admit they do that as well, right? So when it comes to it, remember this at the end of the day, look at this, friends, all right? We are lucky, all right? So we are strong, baby doll, friends, long in the depression, all right? And there will be 3, not 2, 3 tick emojis here, all right? This is what we want, okay? This is what we want because it is a luxury to be long down here. I know it doesn't feel like it right now, by the way. I feel like, I want to squirt that water pistol on our heads, but eventually prices will reflect confirmation that crypto is not going to zero. It's going to the moon, all right? So when we're up here, right, people, they don't have the luxury of our barbell strategy anymore, friends. They don't have the luxury of 80 to 90% core and then something on the wings. They don't have that. Do you know what they're going to do, friends? They are going to think about, all right, screw this core part. I got to go all in on junk. That's what they're going to do, right? And, Bitcoin's going to go up here. That's what they're going to do, right? So they're not going to have 10, 80, 10, which is the barbell, right? Let's do a gym weight here. Let's do here we go, friends. They're not going to have this is ours, the barbell, right? They're just going to have straight junk. They're going to have something just like, literally like 50-50, right? Or not even. They're just going to have 100 poop and just going to be poop on both sides. That's it. I'm not even joking. That's what people are going to have, right? They're going to think that they're investing, right? But they're forced to do that because they're coming in later in the cycle. They have to take more and more risk, okay? So if we go back in crypto in time, all right, you could do barbell strategy here, and the poop people came up here, okay? Which side do you want to be on? I'll remove the super trend for you. Look at this. And this makes sense, right? People buying Doge up here, right? In the top right, people buying Doge, NFTs, they're buying the top of Phantom, they're buying the top of Solana. They're buying Solana at $100 thinking it's going to 2,000, right? So many things, you saw it, okay? But everybody who had a barbell down here killed it, right? You killed it. But obviously you have to pick what it was, right? You have to hope that your barbell in the middle was Bitcoin and Ethereum back then. So this is where the game ain't so pretty if you get it wrong. But hey, at the end of the day, this is what I'm going to do. This is what I'm thinking of doing. This is what I think is going to be the best strategy going forward. Not because we exactly know the future, but precisely because we're lucky to be strong baby doll friends long in the depression, all right? Please don't forget that, friends. I'm telling you right now, go back here. If you've invested 6 months of income, right, and then we get our 30x from the lows, you literally get 15 years, all right? 15 years of income, This will last the test of time, just like our friendship. Tell your mum and your dad that you love them.